welcome back to my channel everybody. How you all are doing? I hope everyone is doing fine, and I'm super excited for today's video. Well, why I'm so happy? Because I have to review a foundation. As you have seen from the title, I have to review a Lakme foundation. I haven't reviewed a Lakme foundation, though I have used a mousse from Lakme and the Lakme small foundation. I don't know the name, okay? So though I have used them, but have never ever reviewed a Lakme foundation on my channel. So this is my first time reviewing a Lakme foundation, and as I'm a foundation lover also, I'm so happy with today's video. So if you want to know what is this foundation, what is the tea about this foundation, the goods, the bads, the between goods and bad, then keep on watching the video. This is such a shiny foundation. You are a mystery. Lakme launched 16 shades with the foundation. Let's just go in the video to review the whole foundation. I am so happy with the 16 shades. I don't know for which I'm happy now and for which I'm not so happy, or I am like sad. So let's just jump into review. So let me just start with the packaging. This is how the bottle looks like. You can see like in close. Lakme 925 written on it, and this is a primer plus matte perfect cover foundation. So they haven't written it's a full cover or medium or buildable coverage. So this is actually the packaging. So now I'm gonna tear it off. There was a plastic film on the bottle. I'm just gonna tear it off and let's see the product. So that's how it looks. Quite decent. Yeah, I'm liking this, this rose gold kind of color. This is my favorite also. So I like the bottle. It's a normal usual bottle of a foundation and nothing so fancy about it. Now it retails for 450 rupees. No, 475 rupees, but I get it for like 450 rupees from a local vendor. I didn't order from Nykaa this time because I really wanted to try it, and I saw it yesterday only, and today I'm trying it. Now this foundation is actually a travel friendly foundation, and it looks more like Wet n Wild foundation. Also you can see and compare both, and the product you get in this foundation is 25 ml, and the standard of any foundation is 30 ml, and 475 for 25 ml product. I don't buy it maybe, but the foundation is expensive these days. So yeah, yes, you can say that, because I'm seeing many foundations that are like more than for 500 rupees. So yes, under 500, okay, it's a good yes from me. Okay, now what they claim, or what is written on the back of the foundation, I'm just gonna read it. It has built-in primer. It has a built-in primer, and it's a matte foundation. It has SPF 20. It gives natural flawless finish. It's a perfect cover. Has a long wear formula. This is a medium to high buildable coverage. Okay, so it is written over here that the foundation has medium to high buildable coverage. Now you just have to shake well before you use it. And when I open it, because I have tested it out, I went to the local store, local vendor, and then I tested out the shade for myself, and the shade I am using, this is N26. Can you see that? N260. My god, what I'm saying. Okay, the shade is N260 Neutral Honey. Okay, so I found that Lakme launched like 16 shades. Yeah, I read that they launched 16 shades, which is not so likely of Lakme. We know that Lakme launches kind of 3-4 shades. So yes, Lakme was really under the game in the perspective of shades, but this time it's 14 shades, but I feel like the tone is almost similar. I didn't find any tones for the deep darker tones. The darkest tone were just 2 or 3 colors, so I guess they have not played much with the dark colors, but yes, with the light to medium skin they have played a lot. But I feel like the color would have been improved a lot, because I felt like that they should have put on a more color gradient or more color effect in the foundation, because the foundation looks almost same. Now it comes with a spatula. The foundation is runny because I was messing up with the foundation in the store and it was runny. You can see that how runny it is. You see that? it is kind of runny. It is not viscous at all. It's kind of runny, but not to a great extent. Okay, it is between runny and a viscous foundation. So let's just try it out and see how it works, because okay, it looks quite similar to the Wet n Wild foundation. This spatula thing, it came with just Wet n Wild foundation, I think. I don't think so that with any other foundation I found the spatula attached, but this foundation gave a spatula, so quite similar to Wet n Wild. And this is an oxidizing foundation, because I can see that I have just swatched it and it has started oxidizing. The color is looking dark now. I feel like I would match it. Okay, let's just now play with the color. Now, a usual rule, I'm gonna use my beauty blender on this side and my holy grail brush, which is the Sigma F80 brush. I so love this brush. So I'm gonna use the brush on one side, on the other side it would be a sponge, and then we're gonna compare. But first, I'm gonna prime my face with the Lakme Absolute Primer. I'm taking an ample amount of primer. I want the foundation to work with the primer of the same brand at least. Okay, that was a lot actually. Okay, the primer is done, and now let the foundation go on. Okay, it has kind of fragrance. I mean, it's not like the fragranceless foundation or scentless foundation. I feel it has a quite strong fragrance. It is typical of Lakme. Lakme used to have one fragrance in every product of theirs, so it has that fragrance. And the spatula, it is kind of not so sturdy in comparison to my Wet n Wild spatula, which one is really steady. It's kind of a looser, flimsy spatula, I can say. But let's just apply it with hair now. I'm just gonna dab it because it is so flimsy and all. They say it has a buildable coverage, so I'm not gonna go for that because buildable coverage is not my thing. I just go for 1 or 2 layer of foundations. And now you can see the up close version. Okay, the color has matched quite perfectly to my skin. They said it is a primer plus matte foundation, which I don't see. I see a lot of glossiness. Can you see it? Let me just zoom more. See, it has a lot of glossiness. It is not matte. I guess it is good for normal to dry skin girls. Oh, sorry, dry to normal skin girls. What is it? Normal to dry skin? Dry to normal skin, okay? Now, half of the face is done with this brush. I love this brush because it doesn't soak a lot of product and it gives me such a nice natural coverage. That's why I always recommend this brush. Let's just do the blender side. I'm going to take my Miracle blender, my Shop Miss Up blender. It has torn into pieces and I am not using it for the moment. Okay, let's just use the whatever is on the spatula. I'm using it all, so that's what is the one pump for me, whatever is on the spatula. I'm gonna take this side, the flat side, and dab it. Always run your foundation down the face or the neck. The 1 layer of foundation is laid down. You can see the coverage is much better on this side, which on which I use the brush. And if you want a more minimal, more natural coverage, then go for the side which has, you know, the sponge. Now I'm just gonna lay my blush or, you know, some lipper and do the rest of the makeup. Basically, I'm just gonna come back and, you know, talk about the foundation a little bit, and then I will go to grocery shopping and do some check-ins after some time. Okay. So pretty people, I'm back with whole of the makeup and foundation on my face. Now, what are my reviews on the foundation? I'm so happy to, you know, share my reviews on the foundation. Number one, the foundation is kind of pricey. $4.75 for this foundation. It's kind of pricey. Okay. Secondly, I felt like the foundation gives you more natural coverage. Not, you know, maybe you can build it up, but I don't feel like building it up on this point. Number three, you know, the foundation is quite tacky. Yeah, it's not matte. I don't feel any matte kind of foundation. See, I'm a dry skin girl. When a foundation is matte, I know it is a matte. Maybelline Superstay Long Wearing Film Superstay foundation is matte, okay? But this foundation, I feel it's luminous. So I feel like it's a dewy foundation. I had to lock it with matte powders. In the winters, I don't prefer powders, but you know, I had to lock this with the powders, so it is not a matte foundation, not for the oily skin girls. I don't feel like it's the foundation for oily skin girls. It's a foundation for normal dry skin girls. For dry skin girls, it's a really nice foundation, but there is one issue with this foundation, that it, you know, it is clinging somewhere on some points. If you see on my eyes, it is clinging. You know, when I do this, you know, it clings over here. I feel like it clings to my eyes. Oh my god, it is not clinging onto my dry patches. My foundation always, you know, accumulates hair and it makes them these lines weird. It didn't do that. Okay, I have to see in the mirror that what are the flaws and the cons, so kindly ignore. I feel it's a transferable foundation. You know, you just can't, you know, if you will keep your phone over here. So because I've seen a lot of people using a transfer test with the phone. So if you keep a phone over here, it will shift. So it is a shifting kind of foundation. I'm not really happy with my color. I feel like I used like 260. I would have gone for 240 or 220, one shade lighter, because it's not my shade kind of. But yes, it is matching my neck properly, so kind of confused. It can go. I have to add a little bit of my LA Girl, you know, white foundation. I wanted to have the shade Warm Beige because that is my holy shade in every foundation of the world. If I have to pick randomly a shade, it would be a Warm Beige. No matter what brand you are, if you have a Warm Beige, that is my color. Well, the foundation has a smell in it. It has a pretty scent in it. It's quite scenty foundation. It's not that when it is laid down, because many products, many foundations, when laid down, they don't impart any kind of smell, but this sort of gives me a smell. Okay, this is it with the foundation. Pretty nice foundation. Not a buildable kind of foundation. It is just a one layer lay down foundation. Transfer proof obviously, but it is not clinging on to my dry patches. I'm too happy with that, but I have to check in with you guys today. I hope I will check in, and now time is 12 o'clock. I can check in after like 4 hours maybe. Then we will see how it performed. It clinged, or it, you know, it got dark, or it oxidized a lot. Yes, the foundation oxidizes, because on my hand it did oxidize, so it oxidizes. So guys, I'm back for the check-in of the foundation. Now the foundation is sitting up for like now 5 hours. You can see 4:44, and I feel like it has worn off from this area of mine, but I didn't do any kind of severe baking today, so this is quite okay for me if the foundation is going off from this area, because it has not like totally gone from this area, so I'm pretty comfortable with this. And about this area, my eyelids definitely feel heavy with the use of this foundation. I don't know why, but I felt like in the beginning of the tutorial only, then of the review only, that the foundation is clinging to this area. Maybe that's why the foundation felt heavy on the eyes, but other than that, I didn't feel like anything wrong with the foundation, majorly wrong with the foundation. and fortunately it has not settled into these lines or the smile lines on my face, and I'm really loving this thing because I really hate it when the foundation sinks in this area. So yes, we can definitely try this out. There is no harm in testing this out, but there was one thing which I really want to share. It is quite fragrant. I still can feel the fragrance. I'm not liking it. I'm definitely not liking the fragrance. So yes, the foundation with fragrance, it's just not my thing. If you're comfortable with the fragrance, then do go for it. But if you're quite have a quite insensitive nose, then I won't recommend it. But other than that, the foundation set really well on the face. There was just issue of wearing off from this area, and it didn't cling anywhere. I'm pretty happy with the results actually. So that is it, guys. This was the check-in and review